This is the story of Steve Trillier and his attempt at a world record-breaking stunt that will make a car do something you have never seen before. After serving with the Special Forces, this professional daredevil became a stunt coordinator, performing in James Bond films and planning epic thrill rides like a skydive from space. As Fifth Gear's head of danger, he's rolled, crashed and crashed again. The bigger the risk, the more he likes it.
Oh, what a ride!
But even by these extreme standards, nothing compares to what's next. Fifth Gear's most dangerous stunt ever. We're going to build a life-size version of every child's favourite toy car stunt set, the Hot Wheels Loop the Loop. We'll use 5 tons of steel and make it a world record-breaking 40 feet high, and then see if it's possible to whiz round it in an actual everyday car. And pray this doesn't happen.
My first instincts were to use a car that's really powerful with a huge engine, something that would get me around the loop quickly. On further investigation, it seems I need something light, small, with not much overhang. A short wheelbase vehicle, something like that.
A Toyota Aygo, one of the few cars that weighs less than a ton, so it should be agile enough to drive round the loop, if, of course, this whole thing is actually possible.
Now, I've had an idea, Hugh, and you probably think this is a bit crazy, but I want to drive a car through a real loop-the-loop, a real car. Please tell me that it's possible.
A real car through a loop-the-loop, like a Hot Wheels
Yes.
track. I mean, if I take a firework and shoot it up, well, I can also send a rocket to the moon. That's just a scaled-up version of the same thing. We can just scale up your car for a loop-the-loop.
Right, Hugh, as I see it, there are a couple of problems. If I don't get enough speed into the loop and I fall out on my head, that's the worst case scenario.
Yeah,
that's my biggest fear.
Yeah, that's right.
That's, 40 feet potentially onto my head. If I go in too fast, I'm concerned that all these G's you've explained will be outrageous on me and outrageous on this structure. What I want you to help me with is to find exactly the sweet spot, the perfect speed to take it through the loop.
There's a formula for circular motion, and at the top, the speed there has to be 20 miles an hour.
Well, if that's the speed I've got to be at the top to be safe, can we work back to determine what speed I've got to enter the loop at?
There's a formula for that. The 2R plus a half V in squared
Starting to cook my brain a bit now.
equals RG.
Okay.
Here's my final answer. 36
About
miles
36 miles an hour.
Call it 40
Fantastic.
miles an hour. But you know what we haven't worked out, though?
What's that?
Is what are the G-forces you're going to experience? Because you want to know whether you're going to black out or not. The total G-force you will experience as you enter this loop will be 6G. So imagine you have to carry 5 of you.
That's a lot of G.
It's a lot of G.
And 6 times the weight of the car.
Yeah, the track has to carry, instead of just one car's weight, it's got to carry 6 cars'
I can't tell you how useful this is.
Is your engine designed to cope with 6G? Is your car suspension going to cope with 6 times its own weight? Are your tyres going to cope with having 6 times as much force on them?
The tyres that we used for the Fifth Gear stunt are not special tyres that we made in our motorsport factory, just specially designed for a car that's going to go upside down. No, these are actually tyres that are standard Dunlop high-performance road tyres that anybody can buy to fit to their car.